Game time has finally arrived in the Orlando bubble. We welcome you from Advent Health Arena on the campus of Disney World. Tonight, Game 1 of the NBA's Western Conference Finals on TNT. It is presented by AT&T 5G. Taking center stage tonight, the Denver Nuggets, the 3 seed, and the top seed in the West, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers taking down both Portland and Houston in 5. Denver making NBA history, coming back from down 3-1 twice, winning in 7 twice. Moments ago, both coaches addressing their teams in the locker rooms.
Fast break basketball is Lakers basketball. Efficiency is the key. No turnovers at the expense of trying to run. Okay, be efficient. Okay, but attack mode, 5 guys sprinting, that's the Lakers culture.
Our pace has to be at a really high level. Early offense, look to attack, man. Keep on making history, fellas. Keep on making history. Have some fun, play for each other. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's been the battle cry for Michael Malone, Frank Vogel. Here they are. They've arrived at the Western Conference Finals. Brian Anderson filling in for the Hall of Famer Marv Albert. You got Chris Webber, Reggie Miller, Allie LaForce is on our sideline. We're so looking forward to this matchup tonight, guys. There's a lot to unpack in this series. We'll get to all of it. What are your headlines, though, to start?
Well, guys, I feel like here in the bubble, the home team has been neutralized. You know, the quote-unquote home team are just 30 and 38 here in the playoffs. And Coach Mike Malone told me before the game, we know our 2 stars, Murray and Nikola Jokic, can put pressure on defenses with their penetrating shooting and passing ability, but it takes a village. We have to control the boards, play with pace, and attack before the defense sets up.
As for the Lakers, they have dominated the first quarters, averaging 31 points while shooting 54% from the field. And how they've done that, they've catered to their strength. They've got to dominate the paint points and get out in transition and get those early, easy ones.
Key starting lineups, and you see the change for the Lakers. We're all wondering where they'd go at the center position. McGee's back in their normal rotation. Of course, LeBron James, Anthony Davis leading the way, and Murray and Jokic, 2 dynamic duos for each team. Both coaches saying they hope to get 60 points out of these guys in all these games. We're finally ready to roll here in the Western Conference Finals. Denver controls the opening tip, and away we go. Well, Denver with back-to-back Game 7 victories to advance to this conference finals. They took the long way here as Jokic, and it's blocked by McGee, and that'll stay in the possession of Denver. They get that 2-day window off, playing now on their 3rd day. But guys, the Lakers winning in 5 in both of their series against Portland and Houston, and did it in dominant style. Look at McGee on the floor already. Here comes LeBron James. And it is Grant who fights it off from Anthony Davis, and it's Grant who scores the first bucket of this Western Conference Finals.
How about Denver already? We talked about the others in the open, and you're going to see Grant have the most difficult job in the NBA for the next couple of nights, and that's trying to get in front of LeBron James, but also get easy opportunities.
Danny Green, little runner in the lane.
Danny Green and his shooting, very surprising, because during the restart in the seeding games, didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but has found his stroke at the start of these 2 playoff rounds.
Denver arriving here. The future is playing right now for them. They've been building towards this homegrown talent, and a good run last year, losing in 7 to Portland in the 2nd round. Now they've made the Western Conference Finals. First time Denver, their franchise, has been at this level since 2009. That was also against the Lakers. Here's LeBron James. No, Jokic pulls it off the glass.
But already the Lakers, 3 possessions, 3 times attacking that paint area.
Anything to the Lakers losing in Game 1 in both of their series. That's going to be a foul on Danny Green as he grabs Jokic.
I think what I would take from that, Reg, whether they lost concentration the first game or not, that they finished the job. So I think that the biggest thing about the Lakers to me is their concentration and attention to detail.
Well, also, too, they had layoffs going into each of those first games. Now they had another layoff getting ready for the conference finals. We have to see if they keep that intensity level up.
It's going to be a foul on McGee here. Lakers have had 6 days off. They eliminated Houston last Saturday. And Frank Vogel telling us they've been trying to mimic this every other day routine that they've had here in the bubble. So they've been going live every other day to prepare for this matchup, thinking all along the better chance to face the Clippers, who had a 3-1 advantage over Denver. The last bit of a run for the Nuggets to come back from 3-1 down to earn their way to the Western Conference Finals. And I'm sure that sent the scouts back to the scouting reports. Anthony Davis gets a friendly bounce, gets it to go. His first basket of the night.
They're loving the game plan here for the Lakers. We're not going to settle for any outside shots. We are going to beat you in the paint. We were #2 in terms of paint points during the regular season, about 52 a game.
Collision down underneath, away from the ball.
And so many defensive styles you're going to see by Coach Michael Malone and his Denver team. There, LeBron gets blitzed. Murray has to check AD, and you just heard Reggie Miller say the Lakers are trying to get into the paint. And right there, that's the way you cut to the basket. Try to get a foul on the big fella.
Pickup number 2 on JaVale McGee now. So that was a big question coming in. The Lakers went small against the Houston Rockets, and it was very effective. Typically, Markieff Morris in that small role. McGee and Howard hardly played as Jokic misfires. Jokic, and that's going to be LeBron to pull it down. Lakers want to move whenever they can. Nice pass. Kentavious Caldwell Pope hits a 3. Beautiful setup by LeBron James.
And this is what Michael Malone was worried about. Transition and fast break opportunities for the Lakers.
Inside to Jokic. Figure McGee, a lot of Dwight Howard tonight, as Jokic puts a little English on that one to score.
Yeah, he had to. Right now, he's 1 for 4. He's 0 for 3 against the defense of JaVale McGee, and it's going to be up to him all night to stay aggressive on both ends of the floor.
Danny Green, little runner, no. And Paul Millsap rips down the board. How about Millsap here? He's the only Nugget with conference finals experience. This very young team just continuing to put stakes in the ground. LeBron all the way in with the reverse. Nice finish by James.
Creating offense from your defense. Poor turnover by Millsap. LeBron James off to the races.
Murray, a little hesitation, gets by McGee, goes to the reverse. No, and Jokic's there to clean it up.
And that's how Jokic is going to have to get his points. You know he can score one-on-one, but Reg, when you get those easy points to put back, you put pressure on the other team, and you can kind of keep your win by not exerting so much energy.
Millsap checks Anthony Davis to start it here. Davis gets to the middle. Nice pass. Green wide open. Good passing by the Lakers.
8 of the 11 points for the Lakers coming in that paint area.